Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's newspaper review on your favorite channel, Africa Edge TV, located in Osun State, Nigeria. I am Oladile Akpara. Let us check the top story that make the headlines from the Nigerian Tribune, Guardians, the Punch newspaper, and review some headlines. To the Punch newspaper, Fasoroti marks 97th birthday, laments Nigerians' woes. To the Guardians newspaper, let's reclaim stolen mandate. PDP lost glory, Atiku tax party members. To the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, 5G Govs, Fayose, Mimiko, others absent at PDP Gov Forum reception. Atiku laments PDP's decline since 1999. Insists party didn't lose 2023 election. Now let's review some headlines. To the Guardians newspaper, let's reclaim stolen mandate. PDP lost glory. Atiku tax party members. Former vice president and presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar, has charged the party to remain determined and focus on retrieving its mandate at the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC), insisting that PDP won the election. He also called on leaders and stakeholders of the party to reflect on prevailing challenges and come up with strategies that will enable PDP to take its dominant place once again. Atiku gave the charge in Abuja yesterday at a reception organized for returning and newly elected governors on the platform of the party. Earlier in his opening address, acting national chairman of the party, Umar Dangum, said Nigerians are resolute in seeing justice done to the petition filed by PDP at the tribunal. The action of the judiciary would determine the stability of democracy. Chairman of the PDP Governor Forum, the governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, also expressed confidence that Atiku would be victorious at the tribunal. On the crisis in PDP, Dangum said the party has the capacity to settle its internal crisis, but added, we must ensure the party remains strong and vibrant. Also expressing worries about the crisis in the party, former Vice President Namandin Sambo condemned a situation where party members were being suspended arbitrarily, particularly in the Kaduna State chapter. The meeting had been planned to formally send forth outgoing PDP governors, among whom are 4 members of the 5G, Namsen Wike, Rivers, Sam Hotom, Benue, Okenzi Ikpenzu, Habia, and Ifeanyi Ugwanyi, Enugu, who failed to turn up. Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, who is the only returning governor in the 5G, was also expected at the event but did not also show up. Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel and Hamidu Fitire of Adamawa State and their Taraba State counterparts and Darisi Isaku, who were all scheduled to be honored, were also absent. Now to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, Buhari hails Pa Ruben Fasoroti at 97. President Muhammadu Buhari has joined the Afenifere Cultural Group, friends and family in celebrating with Pa Ruben Fasoroti on his 97th birthday, admiring the courage, wisdom, resilience and visionary leadership that the non-Nigerian continue to provide. A statement issued on Thursday by Femi Adesina, special advisor to the President's media and publicity, said President Muhammadu Buhari affirmed that Pa Fasoroti personal profile conveying the remarkable history of Nigeria from independence, with its participation in shaping political and economic development in the First, Second, Third, and Fourth Republic and fearlessly advocating democratic rule under the military rule. The president noted the overwhelming influence of the Afenifere leaders in the southwest and across the country, preserving the legacies of the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, after working side by side with him in building the Action Group and Unity Party of Nigeria and serving as Commissioner for Finance in Ondo State 1979 to 1983. The statement said that as a patriot that has walked the street leading protest and worked as principal in many schools, the president believed Pa Fasoroti's strength comes from a deep fear of God, which is the measure of a good Christian, and love for humanity. He prayed for more grace of divine strength, health for the visionary leader. Now to the Punch newspaper. I've forgiven those who offended me, Adeleke. The governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke, has promised to use his authority as the healthman of the state to improve the welfare of the residents, declaring that all those that have offended him during the struggle to attain power have been forgiven. Adeleke spoke separately at the palaces of the Timi of Ede, Oba Adeshola Lawan, and Atahoja of Osogbo, Oba Jimoh Olanipekun when he paid them courtesy visits. A statement by spokesperson Olawale Rashid quoted him as saying, "I am now a governor for all. For those who didn't vote for me, I have no grudges against them. That is the beauty of democracy. I have forgiven all those that have offended me in our quest to serve our people, even though some went overboard, engaging in an overbearing attitude and were destructive towards the cause we believed in. All those have now been left behind. The victory God granted us has overwhelmed whatever anybody might have done to me in the past. The goal now is to move Osun forward." They initially said most of the applaudable projects we embarked on when we started our administration were because of the 2023 general election. But interestingly, we have never stopped delivering on projects in the state so far. In his remarks, the Ataoja of Osogbo, Oba Olanipekun, said, "You have started your administration brilliantly, and I'm impressed with the step you are taking each day in delivering of good governance for the people of our state. With my royal authority, I hereby endorse you for another term in office and continuity of the government you are heading in the state." Speaking in a similar vein, Timi of Ede, Oba Lawal, pledged to constantly remind Adeleke of the promises made to the people. He said, "I want to be the father of governor for 8 years of 2 consecutive uninterrupted terms. By this, I will continually be giving constant reminder of what to be done and what is best for the people, which will ensure the reality of this. No matter the challenges, your government will succeed and your continuity in office is certain. You have my royal endorsement for your administration." Still in the Punch newspaper, Lagos technician bag life jail for defying neighbor's daughter. A 26-year-old automobile technician, popularly known as Rewire, Sunday George, was on Thursday sentenced to life imprisonment by an Ikeja Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Court for defying his neighbor's 12-year-old daughter. The judge handed down the verdict after finding George guilty of the offense of defilement of a minor. Justice Abiola Soladoye held that the prosecution proved the charge of defilement against convicts beyond a reasonable doubt. She said, "The 3 ingredients of defilement, which are that the child was underage, that the defendant had sex with her, and that the consent of the child is immaterial, was proven by the prosecution." The judge stated that the convict had sex with the minor repeatedly whenever he called her to come and watch a film on his phone in his room. Soladoye referred to the convict as an irresponsible adult and a pathological liar whose testimony was an afterthought as his testimony lacked credibility. She said the court was satisfied with the testimony of the victim because it was unambiguous. Upon careful review of the evidence before the court, the defendant is hereby found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment, the judge said. She added that his name should also be entered in the sexual offenders register as maintained by the Lagos state government. During the trial, the state prosecution team, Mr. Olushola and Mrs. Olufunke Adegoke, called 2 witnesses against the convict, while the convict testified as a sole witness in the trial. And that is all on Newspaper Review for today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Afric Edge TV and comment to all our social media handles. Join us tomorrow for another edition of this program. I am Oladele Akpara.